Something else I wanted to talk to you about, Dick, tonight is I don't know jack shit about crypto at all, and I don't follow any crypto accounts, but I follow you on Twitter, and so when I see stuff about crypto, I get such a kick out of it because it is you always ripping on crypto people and absolutely like some news story will come out about like a crypto company crashing or some like guy like that took advantage of a bunch of people and you'll be like, I told you, retards, I fucking told you. Like, dude. What are you like over the crypto thing? You think it's a bunch of bullshit? I just get a kick out of you making fun of those idiots.
I mean, it's just like so full of scams, dude. They're not even trying to hedge their risks, and they're lying constantly. Like the ones that make it through, they offer these insane rates to trick people into coming onto their platforms, but people kind of don't have a choice because their money's like evaporating out from under them. And the SEC bends over backwards to like, I think, to set people like, these are all predatory crypto lenders or borrowers who take your money and then lend it out to other Ponzi schemes to give you half of that Ponzi scheme. But the SEC is driving people to these Ponzi scams and then sabotaging the Ponzi scams at the same time. It's so crazy to me. I don't know how much you want me to get into it, but there's so many people absolutely destroyed over the last couple months. Like, I lost my life savings. I had $200,000 sitting in this magical app that was giving me 10%, and I planned to like retire on that, and now I'm fucked. It's like, well, you dumb motherfucker. Like, where did you think the money was coming from? That you smartly downloaded an app and then that was it? Like, it's
and it beat every market in history perpetually?
Yeah. It's so sad. I don't take a lot of pleasure in it, but
doubt.
You kind of have to.
Well, I like when I like when I see like the high up guys getting in trouble. But then that thing you posted today, it was like some big amalgam site where people held their Bitcoin and all their crypto. Yeah, Celsius, and they like are filing Chapter 11, and so everything that like every holder just lost all their shit. Like,
well, according to their books, they lost, I think, 1/5. Like they've got $4 billion in assets and they have $5 billion in liabilities. So Chapter 11, hopefully they, like with Madoff, they just pay all the little people out and fuck over the hedge funds. Hopefully,
yeah, hopefully they help the normal people.
Yeah, but the guy who ran that company had like a porn star as his risk management fund lady.
She would know. She's been dodging STDs as a career.
Yeah. No, I'm still big on crypto. It's still, what happens?
Are you still big on crypto? So you think you think it's going to make money?
I think it will be money. I think that money as we know it now is something that only poor people will use in the future. Like, they will live on half or 60 or 70% of the country will live on like credits that they get from the government. And crypto as a ledger, Bitcoin, a distributed ledger that's just more efficient than like the financial industry with ownership and transactions, stock transactions and settlement will be the money that wealthy people use. Like, there'll be advertisements for, well, what do you want your subsidies in, McDonald's coins or like Facebook OnlyFan pussy coin? Tell your entitlement officer what you want.
Yeah.
God bless America.
That's horrifying. That's a horrifying reality.
I want those pussy coins.
Yeah.
You know, that guy could use some pussy coins.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he'd just waste them. He'd just fucking fritter them away to watch
Stripper would transfer all the coins to herself.
Yeah, well, that's very interesting. Like, I feel bad for, like you said, the normal people I see but at the same time, I'll see stuff where it's like, I had $40,000 to my name and I put 38,000 in, XLN. Coin, and it was growing 20% month over month for the past year, and now it's worth $30. And it's like I can't feel that bad for you. Like you
what did you
fucked
think?
yourself. Like, if you can't afford to lose it, don't invest it.
Yeah, and then there's the guys who will hit me up like, hey, you told me to buy. You said this on your show, and I put money in, and now it's down. What do you think about that? And I was like, well, how much did you put in? Like, $40. And so why don't you take that money and eat it or shove it up your ass? Go fuck yourself. Don't talk to me about 40. Oh, you lost $5? Jesus Christ. Sorry.
I've seen like a string of like viral content online of like family members texting their largely autistic sons long angry messages being like, you fucker, you told us at 4,000 to buy Ethereum, you told us it would go up, and now it's at $992, we're losing. Like, and I'm sorry, mom. And it's like, also can't feel bad for the mom and dad there. They were like, wow, our son who is well on the spectrum told us to buy this magic money online. Let's throw everything at it.
Have you guys been following the Bored Apes thing controversy at all?
The NFTs?
Okay, so yeah, the NFTs. You know that Bored Ape Yacht Club where it's like a bunch of dumb apes like looking. Okay, right? It was huge.
That was the big one, I thought.
It turns out that the guys who started it were a bunch of 4chan trolls.
No.
And yeah, and one of them's like all this sounds like crazy coincidences, except one of them is like an art history master's. He's got like a degree in art history and did his thesis on like Nazi art. So with that in mind, you have to look at the whole thing like, well, an art historian could not make these accidents. They embedded all this crazy Nazi imagery from the beginning, and like their name Yuga Labs is based on this this Nazi meme of Kali Yuga, which is like this race war uprising meme thing. I don't know all the specifics, but it's this. I mean, it's Pepe Silva level card connecting. Pepe Sylvia level, which is, it's hilarious because now all these celebrities are like walking back their $2 million JPEGs because they found out that it's all based in the Nazi shit, and all the Nazi guys are like, oh no, that's all totally ridiculous.
So what are there examples of that? I haven't seen any of them with like swastikas or anything. I don't imagine they'd be that ham-handed.
No, they got like,
all the ones I've seen are just like fucking retarded. It's like it's like an ape wearing like a beanie and a pencil mustache or something. Like,
yeah, there's some with those kamikaze headbands from World War II and Prussian helmets and like a prison jumpsuit. But the jumpsuit, it was like they launched the thing on Hitler's birthday, and like there's all these like really obscure things that will make you think you're crazy.
April 2nd?
April 20th. I mean, so I heard. But then the guy doing it, Ryder Ribs. He's this artist, famous like pop culture artist, who's compiled this insane amount of coincidental information, all leading back to like archived screenshots of the guy's wife's Instagram, where she has location of like Cowabunga, Kali Yuga, like the actual Nazi references on their profiles from way back, and they just won't admit it. It's so funny. It's so funny during the implosion of all this stupid NFT shit to see celebrities get skunked for having supported a Nazi JPEG.
So you're all in on Bitcoin. Are you not all in on NFTs?
I think NFTs are an invaluable way to store ownership, a distributed way to store ownership. This is coming from someone who has had their bank accounts closed like it's nothing. Like every major bank in the U.S. has shut down my account and then just mailed me a check in 6 to 8 weeks with what was in it because they said I'm doing fraud and I'm not with those accounts.
not with those. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big believer in like the Federal Reserve and the government is taking the wealth of like this whole country and stealing it with the banking system, and that NFTs and cryptocurrency are a way for people to actually own worth of some kind in a distributed way.
You can own a piece of the Third Reich.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Are you a big crypto guy? I don't want to just sound like that bro guy explaining shit like an asshole, right?
Heck,
no, we're all too dumb.
When it's up, I stay quiet. When it's down, I pound on my chest about how smart I am for not having lost any money. That's
You only lose if you sell, Woody.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, unless it
You
is
could
the
have
money.
that image forever.
Yeah.
That could be yours. You could have your very own fucking what was that Nazi doctor?
Mengele.
Mengele.
Oh.
You can have your very own Boredape Mengele
Monkey Mengele.
holding a Jew heart or whatever the fuck.
It was
Yeah, I can't
I
believe
think it
they
was
hid
Bill.
Nazi
I forget if
stuff.
it was
didn't
Bill
see
Gates or Warren Buffett who was talking about Bitcoin, and he's like, it doesn't do anything. It's all
Yeah.
based on the bigger fool theory. That's his take on it, which
Yeah.
kind of resonated with me. He's like, I can buy shares of a company. I can buy Coca-Cola. I can buy Intel or Microsoft or Apple or whatever. And then this company does stuff. It actually makes things and sells stuff and creates more money, then makes more products and grows and grows and grows, hopefully into something big and successful. Bitcoin, on the other hand, doesn't do anything. It's just like a bunch of numbers, maybe letters. I'm not sure what a Bitcoin looks like. And you hope that somebody else will pay
Bend
more
over,
for
I'll
those.
show you.
Okay. but and he said it, I was like, it kind of made sense to me. I was like, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Like, if you need to put your money somewhere, I like to put it in stuff that does things.
Try it like this. So
Okay.
if you want to prove to somebody on the other side of the world that you have money, you got to go to the bank, and your bank has to tell a bigger bank, and that bank has to tell a bank that they trust who owns a bank that they belong to, and both of those banks have to have a bunch of documentation that says who you say you are, and that documentation is tied to a local government. And the local government has a gigantic army on both sides to ensure the value of the money you have in your account is worth something, and that the value that they have in their account is worth something. All of these institutions are run, take oil, take resources, and take people to run. That's the current system. What Bitcoin has is a series of math. It's an algorithm that you could do anywhere. The grid could fail completely. It's on satellites in space. That as long as you have your private key, your string of words or digits, you can go to anybody else who's on the system and say, I have this much of this, I have this many Bitcoins, and all you need to prove it is the words that I have in my head. So you don't need this gigantic financial industry to vouch for you. You don't need all the computers and the mainframes and the file systems that they have to keep online. All the people, all the fraud going around the clock, like to say that Woody has this money and he can send it to you. That's all invalidated by the math that is the blockchain. You just say, these are the words I have, put it into the algorithm that everyone has access to, like it's on the internet, and there you go. That's who I am. I don't need any of that stuff anymore. So I think it's a quantum leap in technology in a lot of the way that the internet was.
I'm occasionally smart, but I didn't understand a lot of that. I got a little lost on Woody, trust me, Bitcoin is where the fraud-free environment is. That's where the safety and security comes in. That bank you have, ripe with fraud. Everyone takes money out of your bank all the time. It's like
They are criminals, though. They do get hit with like multi-billion-dollar fines all the time, those banks.
I'm such an idiot. I just listened to Dick's like 45-second thing, and I'm like, damn, this seems like the future.
Yeah.